Hello. Good luck. Where we're going, we don't need no luck. We'll need a good head on our shoulders. Yeah. I said I would go live tonight if it looked like a fun board. And it does. Behold. Somebody who actually loosely looks like they play Galaxy of Heroes. We're playing the hits. We will have to figure out who we want to go where, when, why, and how. But I am inclined to jump straight into the flavor of the week. And we got a pretty solid one to poke at for our 10 Pyro King Hondo, 260% defense. So ISB will have their work cut out for them, surely. I mean, it's the flip side of the problem, right? It's questions for ISB of, okay, well, how well do you survive? And then flip side questions for, well, how well can you kill when they don't make it easy? Out of curiosity... Okay, so he's on protection, so we'll strip that out slightly. Hey, what's up, Vex? Picked a good evening. How was your stream? We are going to be doing some weird shit. I think we're going to have a very good time. Okay, so he's on hell. So he is... We're not going to get a cheap scam on him. Well, shall we go straight into it? Argyle, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Also, fuck. I don't think I talked about this on the stream yet. I screwed up. I did screw up. So, this is the ISB that I have for this week. If you've been following this line of thought at all, then you probably know that Krennic was on the rise, on the ascendance, was like actually pretty impressed with his performance, but also concerned about his squishiness that like a Relic 10 was being discussed. It was like, IPD, Dedra, Partagas, kind of whatever, but Krennic was like the standout, right? It's like, okay, we gotta catch up IPD, but Krennic was like the next R10 to do. I fucked up. My ISB now look like this for next week. So, this was supposed to be 10, 10, 9s. And I was going in at a credits page, and I was just like going in, jumping back to scavenger, like really had to use every part of the animal to like scrounge up materials at the time. And then when I actually had everything ready to go, I was extremely fucking distracted. And I did Partagas. I was like, fuck me. That is basically the most useless R10 out of the bunch. And so drowned out all of my raid currency, drowned out all of everything, got credit done, and then I looked at the team and I was like, well, now people are going to think that I think that Partagas is a good R10. And that's just, like, not humanly acceptable. So things got a little bit out of hand. But for today, for now, for one last dance, I guess, I have a moderately sane ISB. Alright, questions for survivability on the sides for today. She's not rank 3 yet. We need to be Keeping in mind who hits Pyro King Hondo first, keeping in mind who can ignore taunt and who can't. Who do we want to go after here? See, there might actually be arguments that we should go after KX. If we Krennic AoE here, that will make him the day's target. Let's try to maintain things. DT does get the hit on Pyro King Hondo. We are weapons free. She's level 3, we get to speed up. I got the Torture on Brutus, that helps a hell of a lot. I get rid of the Frenzy, probably. There's the Revive. There's the D rank we're worried about. It did not happen, but they came close. Alright, KX is getting equally victimized now. His protection is gone. We're now free to use this. He does have ults coming up is the problem. Like, we're picking up kills, but we're gonna have to replace them just as quickly. Unless we can drop him here. I really don't think so. I don't know if I should be calling KX on that. Maybe I should be calling Krennic, actually. He might be the better Hondo killer. I'm not liking the tenacity or tenacity up. We saved the death mark in case they do revive. Yeah, he's about to ult. I think we just banked this. Alright. So definitely the difficulty here is going to be killing Hondo with all that extra defense on the Krun. Did we go for Vayne first? Damn, they pick up a D rank, actually. Well, that's pretty bad news for me. Most of their damage is about the same. Which means that next week Krennic will be better. Alright, that armor is... well, shit. That armor is definitely hard to get through. That we will be more in need of better damage going to next week. Other thoughts? The decoy possibly getting the AI focus for being the one who hit Pirate King Hundo first. They did eventually pick it up, right? They did eventually get the VIP kill. Krennic will try to be better, but it's like, are we ever positive that it is better for the decoy to be the one than for Krennic? Because Krennic's crit immune. And Krennic's a very, very squishy man. Like, his armor and health and protection are all very, very low, but it's like, is that ever possibly better? Beyond that, I mean, we killed them really, really fast again, even after Pirate King had ulted. Like, that was a good thing. Vayne was going down faster than I expected. Maybe I shouldn't have gone straight for Pirate King Hundo the first time. Maybe I should have just worked on Vayne. One thing I'm blanking on. Yeah, it's like I was thinking about this kind of, but we got the equalize. I don't know. We have a bunch of defense with dark side buffs, which I mean helps us survive, and certainly helped us survive here. I'll have to stew on it. I mean, how is Krennic built for this week too? Because I was certainly eyeballing the crit damage triangle this week. If he can sneak it successfully. He was really not on that high of a budget. Actually, also his survivability was also not on that high of a budget. Look how bad it is. 46% armor. Which means that the decoy could also be a hell of a lot tankier. No crit damage, minimal offense. I think we can crank him really, really effectively, actually. I didn't realize he was this, like, corner cutty. Like, imagine if we stroll in with this. Crit damage triangle. His offense is like a good 1300 higher, and we, like, okay, if we actually felt this relatively okay at, like, 40% armor, what if we don't go triple defense? What if we push a little bit from here to here? Like, we saw, because I started Partagas calling Krennic sometimes to see how it compared to KX, so we got the direct 1-to-1. They were dead even right now. KX isn't going to get any better. Like, I think it's Krennic. I think Krennic's going to be the closer. Interesting. Well, it didn't win this time, but actually fairly close. Offense for defense too. I'm not sure because he shares, I think, 70% of offense with the decoy or summon. Which, by the way, on s2h.gg now, as of a day or two ago, Scott added up the summon stats. You can now see summon stat sharing direct from the page of the person who makes the summon. So yeah, if I go to Director Critics page, yep, 70% physical damage is inherited, 100% crit damage is inherited. So, yep, good to know. Helps inform things. Also 70% armor, of course. It's the same stat profile as Oppo, for people who know that. The Nightfall Trooper. Alright. Where are we going next? There's continuing on familiar stuff, although there's a complication that I want to chat about there. or we can continue to try to just make things weird. It's been a while, so I don't actually entirely remember. But for Ezra under Ahsoka, if you let him play the video game, he starts at 25, he uses a special once, he just immediately goes to 50, right? I'm pretty sure. Like, if he just gets to play the video game and goes once it does his thing, he's immediately going to fire it off, right? I'm pretty sure. Although, what are you? 250% defense? Ooh. Quick refresher. Stealth for 2 turns, correct? Yes. I don't think Ezra ignores stealth on the turn. I think he ignores taunts. But if everyone is hiding... Although, does she... Yeah, it's all non-tank. Master Qui-Gon stays out. Or does not stay out. So in theory, we could maybe get Exile to go straight on to our decoy. I'm a little bit worried about that armor. I'm a lot of bit worried about that armor. Oh yeah, you're here now. I mean, you compare this to this. This might win out slightly. And that will let me save the crit damage crown for Saw. I think is very much more interested in that. So I think we just slam Mass Assist immediately. They're immune to cooldown manipulation anyway, and I think we would like to save the Dispel for Queen's second turn. Because they will have put up their taunt and all of that fair business. Are we going you? You are increasingly off the market. It's like you would help in janitorial efforts, to be sure. But we're kind of saving Queen Dispel for turn 2 to try to replicate a similar effect. You're not, like, insane. You're a legally distinct Grandmaster Yoda for the squad. You're also not really built for the business yet. I mean, Yoda's off the market soon, yeah, but that doesn't mean we have to make him off the market if we're not ready yet. We can just slam him, probably. Jocasta to steal their foresight. I don't think it's Jocasta. I'm gonna be honest with you. Hey, what's up, Captain? What, isn't this a double assist call? No, I'm thinking a BKM. Man, if it was double. I think we just gotta slap out the GMI, right? What about you? Their Muticola manipulation, line of the day is barely, if ever, gonna happen. Health reduction on Ezra would be lovely, actually. Let's try it. Yeah. Anyways. Disappear. Sir, you're supposed to do your thing. He did the thing! We're free! Kind of. The decoy's gone, though, so now what does that mean? Is my Qui-Gon too fast? I feel like if Qui-Gon was out of stealth, that might be favorable. Also, wait, it wasn't a, Hold on. Please hold. He dodged it, dude. Classic Ezra moment. My decoy. I mean, it did what I asked, but it fucking melted way too fast. Wait a minute. Oh no, that was from a so-called. Alright, fine. I suppose. So this move wouldn't pull him out of stealth even if he went after the decoy died, right? It gives everyone else stealth, but he would still have it. I don't know if I have a good answer for that. But also, I don't know if I have a good way to keep the decoy alive. I mean, my queen is already built to have a pretty good decoy. It's like maybe a little bit too slanted towards anti-ray at the moment. Would be like the one thing I could think of. Quick check under the hood. Yeah, she's like pretty fine. Anything we're gonna get bumping the decoy is not going to keep the decoy alive for a meaningful amount of time there. And if you don't do that, we would be talking about like an R2-D2 smokescreen. Like an R2 self smokescreen. What else would it be? So exile stops effects to you. If it does also stop effects off of you out of turn, right? Like, what if we did smokescreen on Cam? Does that shut the unique off? Yeah, I think it might. I don't know if that's a good idea. Like, Cam would have to survive the Ezra attack at minimum. But forcing Exile onto Cam might not be the worst idea. And then we would just have Decoy for whenever Decoy fell naturally. Alright, on to the next. So this is the more ferocious variety. Which raises some questions, because... Okay, so just like, starting from the top, at minimum. We can already say minus Luthing because we want to do a soft fight today. We know Vel counterattacks are problematic. But also, it's resistance stun and its weakest preload. So she's going to be 40% faster. So I would assume their first turn is going to be to stun Vel, which, at least for a while, she wouldn't be able to counterattack, and maybe it would be nice to have her in the mid game. So if we throw Kaya Katarn in here, they have a Sith lead. We would get 50% defense and 25% max health. That's not for nothing. Kyle is not necessarily built to hang. He's not bad at it. He's got a defense that he has mild, okay survivability secondaries, but broadly, he is not built to be tanking. Vel more or less is. Drogon, I did remod for this week, in case this use case came up. So I have actually kitted him out fairly decently for this job. Although I don't remember putting him at 130% crit chance. I don't know what's up with that. Is minus Luthen going to be a problem, though? Like, we're here to try to enjoy, participate in the Drogon Omicron experience. He gets 50% health on his unique. If we combine this, it would be 75% to him. Like, weakest puts him in like 100% health. If we run Kyle plus the lead, we get 100% defense. Like, what are we looking for? What are we thinking about here? VIP? Terminator Train? Luthen offers us healing. Luthen offers us speed up when we don't have high morale. Luthen offers us an extra body. Luthen offers us like 40 speed, a bunch of tenacity, 90% crit damage, frenzy. Let's just try it. Let's just get weird. It's in the stream title, right? That's all it is. A leap of faith. You, I'm not sure about. But I mean, she did perfectly fine when Vel was dead. So surely an absentee Vel is roughly comparable. Yeah, he's not built for this life yet. Come back in a week, my lord. He is. Sid's is a hearted individual. Is Ray 9 just gonna make this a comeback in 3 months type affair? Man. My bad, angry woman. Well, that was anticlimactic. For the opposite side of the coin, then? Where should Saw go? Loosely plausible. Probably not, but loosely plausible. I am kind of curious about this. Okay. Riddle me this. What tools does Saga have to get through or around GK? And while it's not true today, it would still be relevant to get through like a GK Zalbar. Like if we're trying this on for size. We have buff immunity. Do we have healing immunity? We have offense down. We have offense down, though no undermine means that hers will be resistible. We don't have Force Influence because Kyle went on the Cassian squad. And what else is there to think about? We don't have much protection healing in this config. It's like probably the biggest hurdle is even if we can survive one railed, I don't know if we necessarily get two. It's like the one weird thing about Axis Luthen. I consider it to be broadly superior, but damn, that Rebel Fighter Rally being the heal is actually like quite pleasant under Cassian lead. Clearly would not have mattered for today. Clearly today, fucking 700,000 damage angry woman. Hard to argue with. She made some good points. How confident are we? It's 6 bodies to spread rails across. We do ostensibly need the capability of killing them. What's your healing immunity? I'm a bit unsure on our ability to get through Calberas is the biggest problem. I mean, we do have healing immunity, but I'd also maybe worried about the no protection regen type beat. What are you? 100% defense, 93% crit damage, let's call it. Resistance stun, it is. I mean, it's mostly going to be going on the decoy, for better or worse. But Luthen can cleanse it a fair amount. Hello. We get the cooldown fairly often, but we do need to make sure that we're a bit deliberate with the timing on when to kill them. Healing immunity is down. Cheer, you said you did too much damage, my guy. Fuck. Ugh. Alright, it's fine. How am I supposed to get a kill shot if you fucking get down Mr. President him before the kill shot can happen? Oh god, you were taunting. That's awkward. Whoa! I mean, the ult is about to drop. I think we just have to go for it. Not even close. Man. Is there anything we're trying to do here? Let's just get that off of you. Let's just get that off of you. Who said you were allowed to play the video game? I think Vel is going to die. I'm wrong. Why is... We are slinging heat on the wrong people. Ma'am, you need to really not do the taunting. Fine, fine, fine. The problem is... Yeah. Honestly... Okay, so the summon can still rally. So if we still had access to healing, I just fucked up letting Ben get the healing immunity off. That's really all this is. I assume I'm going to vanish in some blinding white light here in a second, but well. Can't expect to win them all. I lied. Hiya. Not clean as it could be, but did work. What did we learn? Specifically for the Ray fights. Vel... I mean, did she tank the Whirlwind? She kind of tanked it. No? I don't know if Like, do we want her tanking Whirlwinds? If she didn't... If I kept Ben under control, of which we had many, many tools to do so, and I just didn't. Maybe. But as a default posture, that shit seems deeply uncomfortable. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. Alright, what else are we interested in? We could do BB2 against Angry Woman, although she seems to be rather min-maxed, that I don't know if that's going to end well either. Why did Angry Woman have to return men? I had such schemes. Oh! For Pirate King Hundo. We don't have to replay reviews this, I just want to check. He hasn't been fixed yet, has he? Did they have Overdrive? Shut the fuck up. Did they fix Pirate King Hundo? It doesn't look like he stole it. Maybe they did fix him already. No, it doesn't seem like you stole it. So either it's already fixed, or maybe me changing my gameplay so that KX didn't hit him first influenced AI targeting priority. Okay, wasn't a factor. Fair enough. Alright, angry woman. How angry is your woman? We can skip a bonus turn. I lied. Fucking Omicrons. I had the best intentions. I suppose I'm just slamming here. We are speedrunning losing record. Nobody's in captive. And then you, why are you free? Because of your target practice cannons, of course. Get pranked. Yippee. Alright. That played differently, but the fact that we saved record actually made it look fairly viable to just go into the hunter loop. Interesting. What else? I will try. I'm absolutely slammed this week, but I will try to get squads like DVDE ready for battle for week 2, because he would certainly be. I mean, if he were ready, where would I think that he would go? is a starting question. Like, maybe Jabba. We could try a Jabba anyway. That's kind of the theme of today. Here, no. No. Alright, let's send it on Jabba. Let's get a baseline. If we go crit damage, that will feed into deaths. Like a healthy split would be lovely, or even something like this. Okay, I have one good defense crown left, duly noted. Is it going here? Maybe? You're not really built for prime time, I don't believe. You're very budget cut. Deadly Bluff. I mean, we'll get rid of Deadly Bluff fast-ish, assuming we get to play the video game. That maybe Piet would have time to kick in. He's definitely kind of on ramshackle. The boy is Amanda Lockhart. You're not much more well-suited to deaths than he is. And you're kind of the same. The defense will help at least. Yeah, no one's really tailor built for this job for this week, so let's just try it. Are you interesting at all? I don't think you are. I mean, it is interesting that he does come with inbuilt 100% crit avoid and tenacity, actually. That's actually... No, wait. Yeah, it's when he has protection, it's not when he's taunting. So the mark... That's actually not a bad angle. He is kind of mod lockering, but frankly, the baseline product might be good enough that who gives a shit? How fast are you? We want you to be slow. You're okay. I think this actually makes a lot of sense. Because DVDE just makes him pre-taunt and then turns it into a mark, right? Does it make them taunt? I think he does. Wait a minute. Does he not make them pre-taunt? How does RG pre-taunt then? Does RG pre-taunt? I thought they came from LV Elite. Or did they give it to him? RG does not pre-taunt. We have a random YouTube DVD battle. RG almost certainly worked, right? RG pre-taunted. RG does not have a pre-taunt. I am going to assume I am forgetting something. Tell me it's not like Palpatine gives RG pre-taunt. Control F taunts. No. Whatever. If I'm wrong on there on here somewhere, I couldn't find. Hopefully, just hopefully. The boy is not taunting. If I pop Merciless Massacre now, then they would have crit damage when they popped. Can I play it? Not having a tank has proven kind of disastrous. Oh, hey, man. Fancy seeing you here. I mean, he's looking good the moment that he's established. But a bit of an unfortunate qualifier to have to put there. Go away. Go away. That's not going away. I mean, once we're established, things are kind of okay. It just... Are they okay? Okay, the death mark will help a lot. I forgot that happened. That disarm on Mara is actually vaguely problematic for her. She is just bleeding out. No vulnerable. So my DVD team definitely isn't the best. I'm a little bit surprised at how low the damage output was. I mean, what are you? Okay, it's... You know. 155% defense, 100% health is a fairly significant hurdle to have to cross. We could be better builds for it. I mean, so man, Stillcom, the moment that he did get taunting, Stillcom felt excellent. It's just he doesn't pre-taunt. I'm still not entirely sure where that Royal Guard taunt source is from. I didn't see it in any kit. Oh, it's from fucking DVD. Because he puts himself on her half, right? Do more power calculus for 3 turns. I started doing it once I had Shock up, but I was worried about killing Maron. I mean, she had hatred, yeah, but... Why did Stranger's team nuke themselves? It's because of Omega lead. Sorry, I'm catching up with chat. Is Bruce alive? That's to him. Alright. Yeah, I just forgot about the DVD loophole. Which you would think I should know because of Jedi Vader, but fucking, hey, what could you do? We are running low on bags of tricks. That isn't just the normal stuff, but we're also running low on teams to fight. I guess pending whatever's back wall. R10 OG. Oh, that's a fucking requirement, isn't it? Imagine. Couldn't be me. Like a Balin with a Hondo type of beats? Is that enough? Also, I need to remember to get my Han ready for the big time. He is not built for longevity here. I mean, Kara has the same problem. Wait, 140% potency on Balin is dog shit. Is it dog shit? Okay. Is this the rare situation where potency Balin actually sounds like upside? Because you would rather doubt their turn meter opener than get resisted to preload the turn meter opener? They don't have Zam. Why not? Alright, gang, bad news. I guess order of operations. Oh, it's from his lead, isn't it? To the unique proc first. You do a cleanse. You can't gain buffs as long as it doesn't get cleansed, so you can't nuke me anyway. Plus, also we're nuke immune, so near. Fucking ow. You have a healing minute on you. Is it a bad idea to save the smoke screen? The smoke screen, I do believe, self-cleanses, but I would kind of like to do the wavy hand thing. It did feel pretty good. Disappear. Are you even really, like, I mean, you're cheap. Cheap-esque, I guess. I think you remain the priority. I mean, you're... like, you're the cleanse. But you're the problem. Surely that's some amount of correct. $65. I mean, it didn't block the Datacron. We just wanted their own game. We wanted their own game in parentheses. I almost fucking died. Does everybody get that DI or only Shin? I don't remember. Who gives it? Is it Merrick? Whatever reimbursement reaches 20% off at the first time they get damage you can do for one turn. Okay. No, it's on Merrick Unique. I mean, that's just deeply uncomfortable, but it did work out. I mean, what are we talking at this point? Seabane 9 to 5 GAC Satil. I mean, would Satil be fine? I know she has like anti-Ezra clause. I don't know if calling it anti-Ezra clause is a little bit strong. She has a clause that would be favorable against Ezra. Probably for once tonight, I should do the correct GAC thing and clear the front wall. Cassand is alive. Is this shit gonna fucking fly? Okay, it's dark side buffs though. It's dark side buffs though. Like, come on. You give armor pen or Hellsteel? Hellsteel. Armor Shred sounds lovely. A bit of inevitable. Okay, I'm just hit play. That fucking sucks. Don't we just full loop? Courtesy of dark side buffs. That shock is kind of a dick move. Okay, we're kind of failing in the actually do damage to the Crusade department. Two armor shreds will be the difference maker for sure. We actually are making forward progress then. How is he creeping up on us despite me dazing him? What? I'm pretty sure the loop is complete. I don't understand how they jacked my stacks after I got the daze down. Very well. That was a pain in the ass. Behind door number 1. Did I spend everything that would be fun against LV? Although, how much would be fun against LV that could also hang with Ampag? It is perhaps a narrower band. I don't think there's much. Yeah, I think we have exhausted the Goofs catalog. Shall we try Rada versus Leia? Does R5D4 matter? The only thing I really associate from this Kron is the Carson can't die plus Grogu untargetable. Maybe we could try this. Absolute dog shit stats, though. I mean, the crit chance is not terrible for this fight. Certainly more crits against the Leia squad than you're used to. Oh yeah, he can't die. The one guy was looking at 2 die. Yeah. Calm down. I'm very curious to look at my match history this week and see who my Leia got a hold against. I'm wondering if I successfully blocked Rada. Successfully blocked Rada and then also possibly just immediately pulled the team afterwards. Whoopsie. Alright. We know we can GM against Grandmothers are became a Nebian. Seabane. You actually will be a bit annoying, huh? Out of curiosity, what's the banner situation like? We've goofed around a lot. 2014. $60-80 plus bleed. Softmax is what, like 1853? So he's minus 100. So we are ostensibly up 20. If we can transition from goof to real, we can also possibly win today. We've already established this kind of doesn't matter, right? Is Bandito a good thing or a bad thing here? I don't know if I actually like how that sounds. Oh yeah, I remember what happened last time. Probably won't be happening this time. The offense down, kind of a buzzkill. Right now they have the revive buff. Probably now's the time, right? Or it's too late. Like, I don't know how we unfuck the deflective ward. He's dead. I think it's just fucked. Well, the Kron is just too squishy, I suppose. Hmm. Wait a minute. It's a fucking Sabine preload. I'm a moron. Did we get out any of the bullshit? I don't remember how I'm clocked. I should be. I'm pretty fucking sure I corrected them. Apparently not. Or no, it's because of something at Morgan's makes her go first. He lived. Or did he? Or did he? So what did I use on the bank run? It was just like 50% health, 25% protect, I think. Which you would think would be fine against most of the Spectre incoming damage output, and they were on like a more defensive cron. I know we had problems with that, like either last season or the season before that. I feel like I kind of ironed them out. I don't know why this squad was suddenly harder where the last ones usually weren't. Weird. Well, what does that mean for me? Let's say 569 plus, we'll call it 438 plus, well, it's not 520, it's 470. Plus 2 teams bottom, 2 teams top, plus a 42. $302. Wait, that sounds horribly wrong. What did I just do incorrectly? It's saying I'm representing 1779, and there's no fucking way. 65, 130 goes to 260, goes to 302. Oh, no. I did 33 value. So minus 20, I am up by 8 banners right now. Well, that makes things more exciting. Well, things are being made more exciting. I don't have the usual GM snipe BKM bomb defusal. Not really sure who should go here. We could try for just like a JML decapitation strike. Hmm. $150. It would be RHF. That seems acceptable. Stun target enemy certainly would not hurt either. Yeah, I would imagine this should be fun. Like a couple of windows to misplay, but should be fine. Should. Am I ever just swapping to Zorian slamming? Surely. You disappeared a lot faster than I thought you would. Yeah, this is very trading wheels, huh? Well, shame for you. Okay. Definitely triggered that landmine without thinking about it. I definitely got complacent and lazy. In theory, we could just let her out. That actually might be less time. But I'm afraid I must insist. Here on Sesame Street. Okay. I guess in theory, this could come down to ships. Although, if that were true, that it would mean it came down to me not exploiting the Ahsoka correctly. But I mean, if the Ahsoka was built correctly, then I wouldn't be able to GM anyway, so. Any leeway we could pick up would be a large boon. I don't think running one less person would be the worst sin. Surely not. I know it's really not that deep. Man, I wanted to do like an AoE into mark on DCT, but I don't know why I'm second guessing shit. I feel like AoE into mark DCT was like correct, but whatever. I guess we'll just go kill the leader first instead. Hello. All right. +1. Like, surely this is fine. We're just building up ship's tolerance. They don't do more damage the less people we have. If anything. We get a little bit tankier for undersizing. Is that always active though because of gem? Well, it's plus 10% per, right? All the merrier. Ow. I don't feel so good. Wrecker, you feel like taunting ever? I don't think he's got it in him. Tactical ejectocito. Stop. Enough. The feast is over. You have a heal. Let's chat. Just fucking stop, man. I think she might be dead. I mean, Savior hasn't been procced yet, but having an extremely normal one. Hey, buddy, you wanna? Awesome. Glad to hear it. And then can we? You know, not that. Not that. And then I would like to discuss if we could All right. Well, that was a lot. Okay. I don't know if you're really much of a guy in 5v5. You're mostly the 3v3 Omicron, no? Who would be the best Pirate King Hondo cleanup? Maybe it's just Malikos, and Malikos is usually such a banners. What is DTMG lane? Does that change anything? First time each Imp Rem is defeated, he revives that person with 30%. Whenever an ally takes a bonus turn, that's such a specific weird thing. I mean, I feel like Flux Opener does a lot here. Like, surely this is fine. I forget, random tangent. Can you investigate GLs? Only in CW, right? Yeah. Whatever, we'll cross the bridge when we get there, I guess. Am I underthinking this? She is still just sitting here. I mean, It's less turn meter gain here than JML. I'm not doing many debuffs. We're not going to get that much Ancestral. Is this actually much better? We shall see. The fact that the turn order got flipped around is really unfortunate. I should have picked up TFP. Yeah, I missplit. RIP. I don't know why I just kept on spreading around kills rather than actually picking him off. This would have been totally fine if I just played it standard. Oh well. Alright. I don't have much interest in doing this. I am very fucked for the week, so I'm just gonna get back to work. Unfortunate way for it to end, but hey, I died by my own hand, so be it. Overall takeaways: ISB did not die. They just timed out at a fairly favorable endgame board state. We can make that better for next week. That will be fine. QA versus Ahsoka. It was a cute idea, but you solve for the first 5 turns and then it just collapses after that. Probably that's not the play. Bad Batch 2 felt good. I feel like Cassian against Stranger. If Sticker is present, I feel like that's just come back in 3 months. That's just so much to be tanking. I mean, it wasn't pleasant for Bad Batch 2 either, but it worked out fun. What did I do for Rey? I did Saw. Saw, Luthen, Chirrut, Captain Rex, plus Vel. Vel ended up dying, although... So Vel got 4-turn locked healing immunity. Because I let Ben get a turn off, and I feel like we have plenty of ways to stop him from doing that if I just make a concerted effort to do so. I still am not really thrilled about the idea of Vel tanking Whirlwinds, but in theory, she would have been healable enough that it wouldn't be the end of the world, but she's probably going to be on Cassian. Wherever Cassian ends up going if the Stranger arc is temporarily postponed. So someone else will just shift to Saw instead. But yeah, I mean, it felt largely pretty good. I was worried about Saw and Decal Barris, but like that went largely okay. Maybe questions or fears again for like how they deal with Omicron Zalbar, because Omicron Zalbar is immune to buff immunity, right? Doesn't he call us immune to buff immunity? What am I thinking of? Am I crazy? I know this. I know this, but it doesn't apply. I don't know what I'm thinking of. I swear he was immune to buff immunity. Was that just on like a Datacron? You're hallucinating it too? Alright, that makes me feel a little bit better, but what the fuck? Okay. Insight. Show all seasons. Rey. Zalbar. Yeah, there was like a Zalbar event that just ran, and I'm sure it's probably a part of that. Yeah. The whole... The tank cron. Tank allies are immune to buff immunity. Okay. So that's no longer in play. So Saw does have ways around that, so that's more fine. The concern would have been real if that DC was still live. But Saw will be fun in that respect. What else? It's a painfully large free mod for week 2. Damn. I'm just gonna have to chip away at this when I can. Wait a minute. Am I actually sunk? I was plus 10. Now I'm minus 10 off of 438. I think I'm being stupid. Hang on. It might still be fun. Did my ISP time out because of the Silva bug? No, it was 300, or two. It was like 275% defense cron. It was the first fight on the VOD, if you're curious. We killed them once. It took fairly long to get the first round of kills. He ulted, they came back. We killed them pretty much immediately. It was just... Oh, no, actually, that's not true. It didn't even take me that long to get the kills. It was like 2 minutes, but the high defense Chron on Pirate King Hondo seems like a problem that like maybe I should just kill Vayne first or something like that. I mean, my Datachron doesn't push my damage at all aside from Dark Side buffs. It's like it's Dark Side buffs plus a bunch of defense, which kind of plays into KX defense to offense. But my Relic 8 Krennic was doing as much damage as my Relic 10 KX. So I feel like at that stage of the fight, and also my Krennic was only built for like speed and health. So next week I'm going to be trying to push Krennic onto like a... Oh, let me just pull it up. Visual aids. Like, KX and Krennic were doing neck and neck damage, despite Krennic being at 2 delta. And not being built for damage when KX kind of is. So, like, I think Krennic will be the closer. Alright, like, no crit damage, minimal offense. He doesn't need a crit chance, but, like... Right now, he's very much just wearing the minimum, so, like, if we decide, okay, Krennic used to be the closer, and, like, you still have to build him to survive, but... I don't know, man. I feel like he can kind of flex a little bit, like splash a little bit of damage, and he can kind of be the guy to help close things out. Like, would that be so bad? I don't know. I think it seems like a reasonable direction to trend towards. What else? I didn't do Deathmark on Pirate King Hondo. I do wonder if that would help, like, chip him away. I know it's not a lot of damage, but we do hit him a lot, that maybe it just adds up. I think Thinkers is kind of trapped in forever bulk modding. I mean, his base stats are shit, but he is crit immune, so it's like a weird tightrope. Like, if you go predominantly bulk, but just splash at least like a crit damage triangle, I feel like that's worthwhile. Like, I'm not really planning on making him damagey for the next week, but at least, like... Like, I overinvested mine, so maybe I can cut back on percent defense a bit and greed shit like this more. But yeah, just broadly on, like, a defense, health, offense spread and U ratio based on what you're comfortable with. Like, the thing that's going to be weird or tricky to balance is not knowing how much survivability you need. You were going to your fight? Did you win? Oh, killing Brutus, having 4 lives sunk you. What does it mean? That he just kept on reviving? What is the Silva bug? I guess let me start there. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Alright, how am I digging myself out of this hole? You post a little bit of in general? I mean, I can pass that to beta tomorrow if you want. Having a video helps very much. Savage isn't that happy against DTMG. But I don't know that BKM will finish with protection banners. In fact, I'm pretty sure she won't. What is the solution here? I mean, they're not that fast, right? At least I don't think they're that fast. It's like Scout. Scout will go before me? Scout will hit somebody. Yeah, we're gonna lose at least one banner. This GAC genuinely still may be winnable, depending on what's in fleets. Man, I really do not have time to grind this shit out. It's a neat puzzle. Better recruit from Baby Bow. I'm thinking about it, but I don't know if she actually lives long enough for that to work. And also, we don't necessarily generate enough birds. I don't think it's this. Like, DZMG Lee just certifiably shits on Saw, right? Or Savage. One would have to assume. I would imagine it would be fairly happy against patients as well. Malakos, I imagine, is looking at horrible banners. You do not regen protection. You do. So minor. It just doesn't do much. Maybe I'm coming at it from the wrong angle. Maybe we undersize on the Hondo cleanup. Treya sounds like a strong possibility until you realize that Savage is going to be a death risk. And then you realize that Treya actually sounds fairly weak. Also, Grit just doesn't do that much. There is maybe an out. I don't know if I've ever actually used this way. Is it kind of scummy? This still works, right? I believe. But then again, I don't know if they actually, like, can they just access the sides? That I do not know. Whatever, man. Put me out of my misery. We know Talon has to be here. We assume Treya has to be here. Yep. Alright, good night. They're afraid they can't kill with the Nihilus. Yeah, well, killing them was not the puzzle. Killing them with good banners. I don't know if I had a good answer there. Like, the only possible out was... Like, I was leaning towards, like, BKM 4-man just to hedge. And then try to undersize on the Power King Hondo cleanup, and then hope that it's a fairly easy ships, because I had banner projected for 438, which is old ships numbers. Anyway. It's getting very late. What's the rest of the homework? ISB, Cassian... I should probably try to think of stuff to do for my defense. I know I need, like, I've never remodded Gungans or any of that shit. I don't even have Ray yet. I should probably mod her up. What else? Saw, I should try to do a balance. There's so goddamn much to do. I have to take notes. I'm just gonna have to, like, type one thing into Hot Utils every hour for the next 48 hours. ISB balance. Add and damage. Sneak Krennic over to Bruiser. Use Overinvest to push Greed. What else? Saw, Quality Pass. Fix up Kyle. Shira durability check. Make sure Luthen is proper. I know he was on some weird shit around Cassian time. Proper, but flexible for both. Vel, Luthen clocking, maybe. Also, Vel, loose, Whirlwind, vibe check. Crex, pass, get off, rebuild, if so. What else are Rebel Fighters? Oh, just like fucking every team needs a weakest. Playa weakest, question mark. Spectre Hero weakest. Remod Tarples and BKM. Remod Luminara. Maybe remod Leia. Check history. Han, Kira, Quality Pass. Cassian speed check. What else? What else do we do? Oh. Queen Quality Pass. Get Chupio up. Casa versus LV. I figured that was a possible one just because he's percent health immune. Like, that seems relatively well positioned. I've been chasing strangers. That's like the spicier side of the meatball, but Stick Ray is just so fucking unga bugga right now. Speaking of Stick Ray, farm Stick Ray 9 plus mod her. Still come out to see so much damage. I knew it was just, I don't know why, for whatever fucking reason, my brain just broke that I just kept on spreading out kills to each revive instead of just, I guess I just underestimated a little bit where my guard was down. Like, if I just kill TFP twice, I feel like that's just that. Instead, I killed like every single enemy one time. What else? What am I missing? I know I'm missing a lot of shit. She was probably fine. Stranger, I just head up to right now. I haven't done anything with bounty hunter clocking, but I don't know if I will be. I think that's just gonna have to lay there and chill. Check. JML clocking. JCal was under, I think, gas. And that was no fun. Oh, Kyle durability. Drogon quality check. Lower his CC. Wait, Drogon's special damage, no? I'm dumb. Yeah, his crit chance is fine if anything, it's a bit low. Speed, since a speed up. Stretch goal, I guess, get New Republic. Or Snowcom? Question mark? Alright. I think we call it there. Does an Ink Bear heal with their basic, does she? I only really associate it with their special. You recover 5% on basic, which is like, you are correct, that's lovely, but that's not really going to be a team topper offer. If she assisted Ufus, maybe, but I don't think she does, right? Yeah, it's on patience. She only assists Inquisitors, so it's not really meaningful. Ufus just continued to really have a weak banner game. Like, even if they got their pick of the litter, I don't know that they would really be able to do it. If they ever get around to Jedi Survivor content, that would hopefully be a hole that gets plugged by Lightside Baron. I don't know if I would say they have too many choice options. I mean, the line for good characters is like this. He counts. Kind of murky around here. Maybe occasional sleeper here, but I have concerns, and that's like it. I mean, Kara was recently playable, but only in a hyper-specific counter. What they are right now is more or less just like a toolbox, and figuring out the best order, best configuration for what they need to do various tasks is the name of the game. And it's like, you know, it's one thing to be like, can I build a functional team out of this? And the harder part is just like, okay, well, who do I put this in front of? Right, it's like, if I put Kyle Katarn and Cassian underscore without Luthen, Kyle Katarn can give everyone speed up that will loosely replace like the Luthen speed we're missing. You're kind of at the mercy of any reactivity the enemy might have for you slamming an AoE on the opener. That's not for nothing. And then as long as you can still get out decently fast, then maybe Drogon lets you get even more ahead. I don't know. It's up in the air. Like, it's entirely possible. I mean, like, it could go multiple ways, right? What if it just turns out, well, Saw's, you don't actually really need Luthen that badly. You just go Saw Drogon and then Cassian Luthen or something like that, right? It's possible they're tiered roughly that evenly. I mean, Saw kind of lacks a consistent tank, though, right? Luthen kind of fills that gap. Like, if you run base, I don't think base taunts all that often, unless you keep killing people. And eventually, at some point when you fight Rey, you will just have to eat a whirlwind au naturel. But I don't think you want to have to assume that your base lines up that way. I don't know. Stuff to contemplate. Alright. Probably the fourth time, but for real this time. I am out of here. Good night. Cool fights. Feel like that was a little bit of an unforced error at the end there, but it's not what I was focused on today anyway. Later.